It's your girl Satori Nicole, and I am sitting here with Tao Soprano. What up?
What's going on with you?
Yo, everything. It was like so dope seeing you perform last night at the club. Like you had the ladies going crazy.
That's what's up.
Like
That's
I actually got to walk around and talk to some of them, and they was just like, "Oh my God! Like I love Dru Hill, and I love that he by himself now." So,
yeah.
whoa.
Yeah, I've been getting that. I've been getting that a lot. Well, I mean, for the past couple years, a lot of people been, saying, when you gonna put your solo stuff out? You know what I'm saying? And now I'm doing it. So, I'm glad that they appreciate, me as an artist. You know what I mean?
So like, was it different? Like, is it different now, that you're not a part of a group, being out here on your own and like shining on your own?
Definitely. I mean, when you're in a group, you can make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? And people, pick up on that or whatever, like your other group members. The pressure's not always on you. You know what I mean? Being solo, you know what I'm saying? The pressure is always on you. So any little slip up, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, the pressure's on you. But I mean, it's still a good thing because, now I'm doing my own thing and, I get to pick music that, the group may not have wanted to pick, and things like that. And
I was just about to ask you that, like,
yeah.
Being a part of a group, like, is it like certain order? You don't get to do things the way you want to do it,
right.
like.
Right, I mean, that's only right though, everybody not gonna like everything, you know what I'm saying? So when you're going through that process of, creating, everybody's not gonna meet at, on the same ground. So it's like I say, now I get to create a sound. I get to, let the people know what my sound is outside of the group, you know what I'm saying? And just give them a whole nother vibe, you know what I mean?
So let's take it back to the beginning a little bit. How did you become a part of the group Dru Hill?
Oh man, where do I start? Pretty much, I met Jazz back in '99, something like that.
Okay.
And I met him at a 7-Eleven. I gave him I was in a group called Smooth out of Annapolis, Maryland, based out of Annapolis. Excuse me. And I seen him at a 7-Eleven. I was actually taking one of my friends back to Morgan University, and they kept saying, "That's Jazz from Dru Hill, blah, blah, blah." So long story short, at the time we had a album out. And on that album, I had a song called Bedroom Session that the group let me do by myself.
So you had a solo song on
yes,
the album.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I gave Jazz the album. I said, "Look, check my group out, you know what I'm saying? This is the group Smooth, whatever, whatever. If you like it, give me a call back." I gave him all my info, whatever. So long story short, we ended up talking, over a period of time. He called me like a half an hour later and actually asked me would I get on his album because he liked the song that, that I did on the album.
Okay.
So that started that relationship. Fast forward, and he introduced me to the rest of the group. It was Woody first, and then it was Cisco and Nokia, because Cisco used to throw these parties at his house, and we used to all sit around the table and sing, you know what I'm saying, in his kitchen. So a while back, Cisco was like, "Wait a minute, let me find out you was supposed to be in the group this whole time." But that was like far back. So anyway, in 2008, I had seen he was on TV doing a reality show called Gone Country.
Okay.
So I called him up and I said, "Man, I just want to congratulate you. See, I saw you on TV, man. You doing your thing, whatever." Cisco was like, "Yo, that's crazy, because we was just talking about you." This was like 07, 08. So I'm like, "Word, that's what's up." You know what I mean? So
that's how the universe be working.
yeah. So once all of that went down, pretty much he was like, "Look, we're gonna give you a call because we want to holler at you." So I'm like, "All right, cool." So the next thing you know, they called me and they were like, "Look, we love you, you know what I mean? How you sing and all of that, we like your vibe. So like the only thing is we can't just throw you in the group, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to work for it." And he asked me how would I, mind getting in a contest, you know what I'm saying? If they put a contest together to prove that I could be a part of Dru Hill. And I said, of course, you know what I'm saying? Like, why wouldn't I? So from there we did they had a contest in Baltimore, and I went out. It was like 29 contestants. I was part of that.
Okay.
And from there, I went on. I was 5th, and once I went on, I kind of had a feeling like, man, I might not have got this because they're gonna forget me by the time they get to 29. But once the contest kept going, Cisco's dad walks up to me and he says, "If my son don't put you in the group, he crazy." So after that, they got everybody out the way. and then they called like 3 of the contestants up there to harmonize with them. So we all harmonized with them, and I mean, I had the crowd from the beginning, and from there, the crowd chose me. They let the crowd pick the winner, and the crowd chose me. And the next day, we were at 92Q, introducing me to the world as the newest member of Dru Hill. So that's how I did that.
And that was what year?
That was in 2008.
Okay, now fast forward, you're not in the group no more. How'd that happen?
Pretty much, Jazz kind of, he didn't leave the group, but he had some stuff going on with him that, you know, he had to, you know, make a departure. And then from there, like, they invited the group Player into the group, you know what I'm saying? So once Player came along, I mean, I was cool with it, but, you know what I'm saying, it was just, you know, a different vibe. I thought that they were going to be there, like, until Jazz made his return. So when Jazz didn't return, now I'm like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? So from there, it wasn't bad blood, but it just didn't feel the same to me. So you know,
the vibe changed.
Yeah, just the whole vibe changed. So once that went down, pretty much, you know, it was kind of maybe a little tension here and there, whatever, because like I said, Jazz was gone, and that's my man. I met him first, you know what I'm saying? So from there, once that went down, I guess it was only a matter of time, for real, and the group just decided to go in another direction, you know what I'm saying, and you know, I wasn't a part of that direction. So from there, I started recording my single, Whatever Happened to Love, and then from there, I just been doing my thing. I mean, they released me February 25th, you know what I'm saying, and I've been on my own ever since.
Okay, so are you writing your own music?
Well, I had a couple of songs that I did write, but I don't know if it's gonna make the album. We're still in the process of creating. I'm actually on my way to New York now, once I leave here, to go to New York and create with one of my friends that's a great writer, you know what I'm saying, see what I come up with.
That's dope. So, you know, you working on this album, when do you plan to release it?
I'm not really rushing. I'm gonna just give the fans, you know, a couple of the singles, let them feel me out, you know what I'm saying, and then I'll figure it out. I mean, I was shooting for the summertime, but I don't have really an exact date when it's coming, but they're gonna have music, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna put out a couple singles for them to hear what's going on, and then when I feel like the album is done, I'll put it out.
Now, Whatever Happened to Love has a feel of, like, you know, basically what happened to it, you know, where basically where did that 90s love go, you know? So what else can we expect from this album? What type of vibe?
Well, Whatever Happened to Love, actually when you know, my departure from the group, that was all I had available and ready. It was mixed and mastered already. So I kind of threw that out there, you know what I'm saying, just to test the waters. And I mean, people reacted to it. You know, everybody's, oh, we feel that, man. Like, that's real R&B. It's no auto-tune. It's blah, blah, blah. So, you know, it actually did more than what I expected, you know what I'm saying? But with the album that's being created now, you know, I got in the studio, and the new songs that I've been recording, I think they're gonna feel, you know, a different vibe. It's still R&B, but you know, I'm doing like a little bit of current stuff, but I'm keeping that R&B locked in there.
Like, who are some of your inspirations?
Man, who aren't my inspirations? You got your Stevie Wonders, Men Condition, Boys to Men, Jodeci.
So definitely that old school.
Yeah, man, that's where I'm from. You know, that's what I grew up singing. You know, intros. You know, all of that. You know, that's what I come up off. You know what I'm saying? The new stuff is cool, but you know, I love soul singing. I like to feel my music. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with it.
So who are some artists that you would like to feature with or have feature on your album?
Man, look, I love music. Whoever's wanting, you know, whoever want to get in the studio and collab, it don't matter to me. I'm an artist, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I like to create, you know what I'm saying? So, therefore, whoever, it don't matter.
So whoever, it don't matter.
Yeah, it don't matter. Come on with it.
So, you know the ladies want to know, are you single?
Yes, I am.
He
currently divorced.
He is very single and currently legally divorced?
Yes, I am.
Legally divorced.
Hold up, what's illegally divorced?
Meaning that, like, you say you divorced, but you still on papers married?
Oh, no.
But you just separated?
Yeah. Nah, I've been divorced for about over 5 years now. You know what I'm saying? Single parent, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, doing my thing.
So do you have any, like, hobbies outside of music?
Hobbies. just creating music, man. I don't really do too much. Take care of my daughter and create music. You know what I mean? When I'm not on the road, I got my daughter most of the time. You know what I'm saying? So I just spend a lot of time with my daughter when I can. You know, because being on the road, you know, it takes me away from her a lot. So, I mean, I don't really do too much. I guess that, you know, that's all I do, is take care of my baby.
Got you. So let me ask you this: like, what made you want to be a singer, or when did you know, like, I want to be a singer? This is what I want to do.
Probably at the early age of 4. My first solo in church was at 5 years old. So I've been singing for a long time.
Do you remember the song?
Yeah, Go Tell It on the Mountain.
Go Tell It on the Mountain.
Yeah, my dad actually, you know, back when cassette tapes was out, he recorded it, and he still has that tape till this day.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's
yeah,
dope.
Definitely.
Maybe you can like take that and like
Yeah,
revamp it and
exactly.
redo it, come out with a remix.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that. How can you remix Go Tell It on the Mountain? Well, I guess you could, but
They be remixing everything now.
yeah, well, maybe. I mean, maybe a gospel album is in store for one of these days. You know what I mean? Once I get my feet wet out here.
Definitely, you have a very soulful voice. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
like listening to you perform last night, it was definitely dope.
Yeah.
And you did a lot of covers too. That was real
Yeah.
dope.
Well, you know, you gotta kind of keep the crowd involved. You know what I'm saying? You can't just go out and sing a whole bunch of stuff people don't know, because you'll hear a pin drop. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, the music could be good, but I like to, you know, give the people, you know, something that they can vibe to and like, oh, I remember that song. So like right now, I'm still creating my show mix. I'm adding different songs and different covers, and then I'm intertwining my originals in so I don't lose them. You know what I mean? Keep the crowd going.
Got you. And you got some upcoming shows coming up. Where can people find you at, see you at?
I think I just we just got Freaknik, you know what I'm saying, coming up. I think I'm gonna be performing at Freaknik. What's the date on that?
June 24th.
June 24th in Atlanta.
In Atlanta.
Yep.
I didn't even know they brought Freaknik
They
back.
brought it on
'Cause
back.
I'm seeing like, no, they shut Freaknik down. Like,
Well, I don't think it's gonna be like the old Freaknik, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, we'll see. I mean, you know, they brought it back. It's only for one day, so we'll see how that go.
definitely. Anything else you want the world to know?
Look, follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Tao Soprano. Stay on the lookout. You know what I mean? I got a couple singles coming out. I currently have a single called Whatever Happened to Love. You can find that on all platforms and streams. And I got another single coming out called Pull Up. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, just be on the lookout for your boy.
And what's the vibe of Pull Up?
Pull up is like, you know, it's a guy that pull up on a chick and they feeling each other. And he like, yo, take a ride with me. He feeling her, she feeling him, and it's just they just vibing. It's like a it's a love song, but it's really just about picking somebody up and vibing with somebody that's dope.
Tao Soprano gonna be out here saving relationships, y'all. I'm telling you.
Come on now. Hey, look, let's get it.
That's what's up, yo. Thank you for your time. Thank you for sitting with me,
Yeah,
yo. And I
definitely.
cannot wait to hear your music and everything you got up and coming.
Definitely. I'm gonna play something for you. I don't know if you heard. I'll play Pull Up for you. You know what I mean? So you can check me out.
Word.
Yep.
Lady, y'all.